Hey everyone, this podcast is part of Story Mode, the podcast network of Gamefully Unemployed. You can support us and gain access to other great exclusive podcasts like Tom and Jeff Watch Batman by heading over to patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. That's patreon.com/GAMEFULLY unemployed, which is spelled like it sounds.
Hypecast mit Tom Reimann und David Bell.
Now we can continue talking about Minecraft.
Yeah, let's just, I'm going to get like a Minecraft phoenix tattooed on my back so I can be
Oh my god.
like
Rising
Minecraft
from
Ben
the...
Affleck.
Oh! Oh no!
Oh my god, if they made a Minecraft movie, Ben Affleck could play the main character. He is the perfect...
Oh my god, you're right. He really
he
has
is very
that...
boxy shaped.
Yeah.
Boxy white guy.
Yeah. His face is rectangle. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is rectangular.
He's the default character, like when you make a character in a video game. Like he's just...
He could be anyone in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually surprising, although not that surprising, that he doesn't get cast in that role as often as... But also, he doesn't seem great to
Blocky
work
white
with.
guy?
Yeah. Or, I feel like he should be heading a video game franchise, but he's not.
Oh man, I just want a Ben Affleck video game franchise where you role play as him.
Yeah, you just role play as Ben Affleck.
You're just avoiding the paparazzi as they take pictures of you. Yeah.
Trying to
Picking up
carry
food.
fucking 4 cups of donkeys inside without paparazzi snapping a pic of you.
Oh, man.
that's the
you go
whole
back to
game.
your empty big house.
Yep.
That's the game.
You call your brother Casey to come get rid of your life-size Ana de Armas cutout, which is 100% a thing that happened.
Yeah. Oh. Man.
What a life.
What a life. It's really funny. I feel like when we were younger, especially when we were kids, like all these celebrities would be lorded over us, and then when it's just like, what a kind of dark life that they have in reality.
It's funny how demystified it's gotten, because I look at Ben Affleck and it's like, I feel like I'm doing better than Ben Affleck.
I was about to say, like, I don't have too much terribly against him. I would never trade my life with him.
Right? Yeah. You've seen too much.
Yeah. Even if it meant all that money, just like, no thanks. No, I'm good.
Right, yeah, like Maggie said, you'd be sitting with all that money alone in your enormous house.
Yeah.
With a shitty tattoo on your back.
Yeah. Garbage brother calling you every now and then.
Yep.
You can't even live in your favorite city because you have to live in LA for your job. You can't even live in Boston where you'd rather be, apparently.
Apparently.
Yeah.
I mean, he belongs. It's like when you see a gorilla in an enclosure in the middle of Chicago. You're like, you don't belong here.
No, you don't. You belong in Boston.
You belong in Boston, Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
That's where he thrives.
Yeah.
Someone should take him there in a van and just open it up.
What if you take him there and it's
go
like...
free? Affleck, go free. It's what you've always needed.
He does a few steps, looks back at you hesitantly.
Yeah, like as soon as it's like the ending of Ghost, him walking off into Boston.
It's like fucking Harry and the Hendersons. Yeah. Is this the show?
Yeah, this could be the show. I don't care.
Okay.
None of this matters. I guess we'll get started. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Wow. Welcome to another episode of Hypecast.
Hypecast.
It's the show. We get hyped about stuff and things. I'm your co-host, Tom Ryman.
I'm your other co-host, David Bell.
Who are you?
You probably already heard her.
You probably already did. Heard earlier in the podcast. Hi, it's Maggie. Mayfish.
Hi, Maggie.
Hi, Maggie.
Hi, guys.
Welcome.
Oh, thank you.
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty hyped. I was pleasantly surprised by a lot of the things that we're gonna talk about today. So
oh yeah.
I got some coffee. I'm relatively hyped. Especially considering the environment and considering everything going on, you know.
No, it's admirable. It's admirable that you can even maintain a moderate level of hype.
I'm pretty proud of myself. I'm not gonna lie.
We're delighted. We're delighted to take advantage of that.
It won't last long, so I'm glad we really caught this window before it just comes crashing down.
Right.
Just slumped in a chair, going like, "Woo,
Woo!
I'm so high, you guys." This is all genuine. None of it is a put on. None of this is contrived.
You're right. I'm not trying at all.
Nope. I'm not
Genuine
leaning
here.
into it.
No.
Oh, man. Why doesn't Ben Affleck have a clothing line called Afflection?
Oh my God. That's money in the bank right there.
Right.
Wow.
Yep.
That'd probably
I'd
be
be
his
wearing
later
it.
career. Oh, yeah. Rather than your Minecraft t-shirt, you'd be wearing a Afflection.
What if it was an Afflection
I'd wear
Minecraft
Afflection
t-shirt?
pants.
yeah. Afflection X Minecraft.
You'd be wearing the Afflection body spray.
Ew.
Smell like Ben Affleck. We all want that, right?
God, can I? Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yes, please.
I feel like you wouldn't have to try very hard. Just don't shower for
You just smell like an ashtray and tears. Oh,
Oh
Ben.
man, I
Vaguely
really
smell like wet
I
skin.
wish he got to make his movie. I wish he got to make his Bat movie. You know,
Which one?
Remember, he was supposed to make one.
He was gonna make a Batman movie.
That was part of the deal. Like that
was part of the
Oh my
deal.
God. And
Yeah,
then they were like, we
yeah,
have what we want from you.
yeah. And then he felt betrayed.
Yeah. They're like, we're going to go over here and Robert Pattinson's going to be the new hotness.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you play old shitty Batman over here.
you
You
play
got to
old
hang out with
shitty
Jared
Batman.
Leto.
Yep, you sure do. We're going to talk
Yeah.
about that.
Oh
We
man.
are. Well, okay,
Oh
let's-
yeah,
You
what a
see-
great intro.
You see, we live in a society.
He said the thing.
I did. I said the thing
Yeah.
that's from the movie.
All right, let's get into trailers, but first we got some producers to thank.
Yeah, let's do it.
So let's get through these. Let's thank our first producer, a new producer.
Oh,
Well, you know him as he's done some art for us, Tom. Thanks to MVP.
Oh, sure.
I said it wrong. I already said it wrong.
MVB.
Thanks, MVB.
yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, he made
thank you very much.
You guys, this person made the incredible X-Files courtroom T-shirt that we have.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I know. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They
I
also did
know.
a lot of art for After Hours, I believe, right? Isn't that?
I think so. I don't know. I'm going to say
Anyway.
yes.
Anyway.
Anyway, thank you, MVB. Thank you to Phaedrus. Thank you very much. Thank you to Ryan, the silly money goose. Thank you very much. Thank you to Chester's Prophet. Thank you to Definitely Not Guillermo del Toro.
I see.
It's
I
not
see your
Guillermo,
game,
guys. It's not
Guillermo.
Guillermo del Toro.
Lady doth
Thank you to-
protest.
Thank you to Brian, who Tom knows.
I do.
Brian, feel free to correct that name at any point.
I don't think he's even listening.
Okay. Well, thanks, Brian, then.
Yeah.
That's low maintenance. Low maintenance Brian. We've gotten a few people every now and then. I'm not encouraging this because people should get what they
Yeah, you
what
should.
they get.
Whatever you want us to call you. You
I've
can
gotten
call
a few
yourself
people who
fucking
are like, I'm
pterodactyl
doing-
boner if you want to.
Yeah. I've got people who are like, I'm doing this tier. I don't care about the rewards, which is nice, but like, it's fun. It's fun when people
Yeah, have fun with it.
Care
want
when
these
they
things. Yeah.
care. Yeah.
Thanks to
we
Doc.
want you to care. Yeah,
We
but
want you to care. We want you to care. It would be sad if you didn't. Thanks to Doc. Wear a mask, you fucks, Garby.
Nice.
Oh yeah, good. It's a good message. Good message from Doc. Thanks to Bob Grenville. Thank you very much.
Woo.
Thank you, Steven. Just Steven. Nice and simple. Thank you to Down Home Chicken. Peacock.
Nice.
I did the
Oh,
chicken
fun.
sound. Thanks to Han Toomey, the confused cyborg. Thank you very much. And thank you to Asking Seven. Thank you.
Man, thank you. Let me jump in here. Thanks to, hey, fuck you, I'm happy, Ed.
Oh, happy Ed.
Thanks to, I was born to stare. Thank you to Dracula, the bus driving vampire. I'm in a
Dracula?
weird mood today, you guys.
Yeah, well, you know.
I was picking up on that.
Thanks to Tiger George Pratt Thompson. Raindrops keep falling on my head.
Nice. Beautiful.
Thank you to Chloe Rice.
Thank you,
Thank you
Chloe.
to Dan Hackroyd.
Thank you.
Thank you to the Kool-Aid Man says the only unity we need is the homogeneous mixture of flavor inside me. Viva la resistance.
Thank you.
Wowee.
Thank you to E.T. the Extravagant Terresticle.
Thank you.
Thank you to Cody Johnson's Time Machine Noise.
We're all picturing it.
It's very mouthy. Thank you to Pete Vorpagel.
Thank you, Pete.
And thank you to Glitterous.
Glitterous.
Wow.
Glitterous.
That's fun. That's fun.
Yeah.
It's a good one. Long time patron.
Aw.
Oh, yeah, Glitterous.
Glitterous has been hanging in there from from the start.
Glitterous, it's a fantastic name. It feels like, I don't know, it should be the name of like some like alien wizard. Like a character in Avatar. That's what I want.
I was thinking of a glittery clitoris, but
Well, yeah.
yeah.
There was.
I mean,
is it a? Oh shit! Is it a musket sketch or was it a cracked sketch?
What? Glittery clitoris?
Clitter. The glitter for
Clitter?
your clit.
Oh, fun.
Clitter. It was on, and I think it was like. What the fuck was it? It was like
I Google it, but I'm not gonna.
It opened like a doorway through hell or something. It's a fucking weird sketch. I think it's muskets.
It might be. Someone's screaming the answer at us.
I mean,
Right.
Michael was definitely in it.
What if it was like Mad TV and you're just completely remembering it wrong?
I don't know, man. It
Yeah.
could be. It could be. I could be.
I hope not.
I could be confusing Michael for Ike Barinholtz. It happens.
Oh, man.
They look similar.
All right, so
Yeah.
this is coming out Friday, but the day this is recorded,
I'm so happy we're all here to experience
Yeah.
this together as friends.
Yeah, this
something
was a
magical
great
happened
week.
today.
I was having an iffy morning, and it really turned around, peaking to now. So yeah.
Sub-Zero slashes him. The blood comes out. He freezes it and seems surprised by the fact that he now has a blood knife.
I think,
And he's like, "Ah, sweet."
yeah, I think
and
he was
stabs
I
him.
think he was trying something, and he wasn't totally sure it was going to work.
Right.
It's like, I think this could work.
Yeah, exactly. It looked like he was like, "Oh shit!" If you freeze frame it, which I've had several times, we're talking about Mortal Kombat. I watched the trailer at least 5 times today.
Oh man, yep.
Yeah, I'm real. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. Yeah, the coagulated blood blade was certainly a win. Yeah, this
Shot
is.
What's that?
Oh no, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, shot of Goro flying through the air.
Hell yeah.
Also,
Get Goro up, get the Prince of Shokan up in there.
yeah. It's all just amazing.
This looks, just tremendous.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like it's been a while since something has almost like kind of lived up to the hype of what I expect from, especially a franchise like this. Yeah, like I've been so disappointed by everything for so many years that I don't even watch trailers to be excited anymore. But yeah, that was pretty awesome.
I will say, this might be controversial. I don't think the trailer itself is good. I think all they needed to do was have like a small cold open, blast that Mortal Kombat theme, and just montage the shit out of all the things we see in this trailer.
That's
And
more
I would-
or
my-
less what it is.
Well, there's no Mortal Kombat theme, Tom.
There is.
There's like a
Dave.
slow cover.
It's
There's like
very
a slow
It's the
cover.
slowed down, but it's there.
Yeah, no. You know what I
No.
want.
I know.
No.
It's yeah.
Yeah.
And if they had done that-
we need that Power Rangers needle drop.
Yeah.
Oh
if-
yeah.
Yeah, if they had done that, I wouldn't be here right now. I would be a small crater.
We would
I
have
would've
all ascended.
They might be saving it. You know, they might not have wanted to play that card right away. I don't know. We'll see. So
it better be in there.
They'd be fools if it's not in the movie. At some even if it's just over the end credits, like it'll be in the movie.
Yeah.
But it needs to be. As far as I'm concerned, it needs to be on a loop throughout the entire film.
Yeah, fuck it.
Even the scenes where it's just dialogue scenes, like you can't really hear what they're saying. 'Cause it's, yeah. Oh, it fucking. Tom, you're our big Mortal Kombat expert. What are your thoughts here?
I mean, it looks great. It's playing it a little fast and loose with the game storyline, but I don't think anybody cares about that.
I certainly don't.
Yeah. Kano's a good guy for some reason, but other than that, everything else looks all right.
Yeah, Kano looks different. He doesn't have the thing.
No, he just has like a fucked up face and a laser eye. He doesn't have like the whole metal thing.
Do you think he'll get it?
Probably.
We do see the origin of Jax's
We do
arms.
see Jax getting absolutely clowned.
Yeah.
out of his real life arms. So that he has to get metal upgrades. That's another scene. It's another scene in the trailer where Sub-Zero looks surprised by the outcome.
Yes.
Like he's like, "Oh fuck, your arms exploded."
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, he seems like he doesn't.
What if he was Owen Wilson? He just took out his mask.
Wow.
So your arm. So I guess I can do that.
It's like a slow self-discovery movie for him. For everyone else, it's an action movie.
They do know to have Scorpion and Sub-Zero fight.
Mm-hmm.
We get over here, which was delightful.
We do.
It does seem like Sub-Zero seems to be like the main villain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna. I don't know much. Like I know the basics of Mortal Kombat, but I didn't remember that character at all. So then I felt very inadequate.
Oh, you don't remember Sub-Zero, huh?
Yeah, no. But also, yeah, I didn't remember him being like a big bad guy or anything. So, like, can someone explain that to me?
Tom?
I mean,
Tom?
Yeah, sure. No, he is a big bad guy. He's he's an assassin. He murdered Scorpion and Scorpion's family. He works for Shang Tsung, I think, in some storylines, and that looks like the capacity that he is operating under in this film. I mean, it's basically wizards kicking each other for control of the multiverse. That's Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, and I think this trailer might have focused on Sub-Zero, but I'm not certain the plot does. It sounds like he's the thing that like sets it off.
I guess
like,
that was my question. If he was,
He's not like, this trailer seemed to be that Sub-Zero does some like crimes, and then people are like, there's like a wizard on the loose, and that opens it up to Mortal Kombat, and I assume Shang Tsung and stuff like that will happen like after, and then Goro's there. It felt like the trailer was so Sub-Zero centric, but not necessarily the plot. I think it's like if you remember the original Mortal Kombat movie, Kano is like the person that Sonya's going after that gets her into it.
Yeah.
And it feels like Sub-Zero is like the Kano of this. That everybody, I don't know. I'm totally guessing here. It would just be weird, right? That this was just Sub-Zero's story.
They give him that moment in the trailer.
Yeah.
Well.
But he's all over this trailer.
Yeah, I mean, he's a major... Like, it looks like this movie is focusing primarily on the story of the first game, which is a good thing, because that's what the first movie did, and that's the good one.
Yeah.
And
they're all the good one.
He is a pretty major character in the series. And he's also... They got... the actor who plays him is in The Raid, and also that bonkers ass action movie The Night Comes for Us. Joe Taslim is his name. He's in The Raid. He's the sergeant. He's the first guy that fights Mad Dog, and then Mad Dog breaks his neck.
Okay, yeah.
You remember him?
Yeah. The Raid is like a blur of people beating each other up.
Yeah,
in a good way.
A lot of good movies are that.
Yeah.
And
they're doing. Can you what's going on with Scorpion, by the way? Because Scorpion does not look like the Scorpion we all know and love. I'm guessing he will turn into that.
Yeah,
Scorpion.
Yeah, Scorpion's the Crow.
Yeah.
And I think he looks like a skull sometimes, not all the time.
Okay, he's like a real gritty, hooded Scorpion in this one.
Yeah, did you recognize that dude? He was. We just saw him in. What the fuck did we watch? 47 Ronin.
Oh,
He's the guy that should have been the main character instead of Keanu. You remember?
no. It's, I do remember actually.
Yeah, I think he was on Westworld too. He's in 13th Warrior, Last Samurai. He's in a lot of movies.
Looking at this, the thing that really, Cabal? Is Cabal in this?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God! Sorry, I'm looking at the cast, and that just popped right out for me. People were complaining that there's no Johnny Cage.
I think the main guy is Johnny Cage.
Cole?
Yeah, they're saying like this character, according to what little story there is in the trailer, and then also the official synopsis from Warner Brothers. Like this Cole dude is a MMA fighter who gets wrapped up in the Mortal Kombat universe.
As they are wont to do.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are theorizing that he's Johnny Cage.
Maybe he'll like change his name.
Yeah.
At the end, he'll be like, the name's Cage now.
Yeah. Well, he is
Johnny Cage.
You see, because he's a cage fighter.
Yeah. Oh, and there's like there's okay. Oh, you're right. Maybe that's his nickname or something.
It might be.
We're like, but the fans call him Johnny Cage.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
So people are thinking that he's probably Johnny Cage because you're right.
Yeah.
Johnny Cage is a pretty glaring absence from this trailer.
He's also not in the full cast list.
Right, but you know who is?
Who?
Fucking Naitara.
Wait, which one is that?
Isn't that the Maggie? Didn't you just do the podcast episode about?
Yeah, she is. Yes. Yeah, she's a vampire lady. But yeah, apparently she's like a minor character. But yeah, apparently she's in this movie.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
real late addition to the Mortal Kombat universe. Naitara.
Melina's there.
Yeah.
This is just, I mean, what is there to say, really, about this, except
I
that
can't wait
it
for this
makes
movie.
me so
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, and one of the exciting things I think is, I feel like it's going to help other video game movies become better if people really like this, which is, exciting. 'Cause, I've just been so disappointed with so many of the past movies, but this looks pretty awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It gives me hope that perhaps we'll get another Super Mario Brothers movie as long as it stays true to the Dennis Hopper one.
The interesting thing that I know or had heard about that was that Blue Sky was working on a Mario Brothers movie.
Really? Is it going to be like a dystopian cyberpunk?
Well, I don't know if it's going to be anything because if you saw the news earlier
they're
this week,
done.
They got taken apart.
shut down Blue Sky. Yeah,
that sucks.
We'll never know.
It probably wouldn't have been a dystopian cyberpunk.
No,
with John Leguizamo in there.
Doubtful
as the surviving cast member.
God.
He's the only of the three principal cast that is still alive.
Yeah.
Johnny Legs.
Oh, man, Mortal Kombat, you guys.
It's entirely possible that for the month that this is on HBO Max, it's one of those simultaneous theatrical and HBO Max releases that's only going to be on HBO Max for a month.
Yeah.
It's entirely possible I watch this movie every day that month.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you have to lose?
Nothing.
Nothing.
And I have everything to gain.
Exactly.
Watching this movie.
Exactly.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, I couldn't be more happy.
What a
about
gift!
This ridiculous movie.
They need to make so many more of these. I want to see the. Again, I've gone on record saying this that I enjoy Mortal Kombat Annihilation, because I'm not looking at quality so much as the number of Mortal Kombat characters fighting. That's all I'm looking for.
Quantity over quality.
Well, I mean, in that case, Annihilation cannot be beat.
Yeah,
because
I know.
there's like 48 people in that movie.
It's great. It's
so many
fucking
characters.
Great. Yeah,
I
it's
would
like
be
Game
so
of
happy.
Thrones.
it's incredible.
If this is the next like film franchise that takes off, I will be so happy. I think it's more. It has more than enough to give, and it has certainly waited its patient time. So yeah, I
really like the look of it, by the way, because it's not too gritty.
Right.
It doesn't look like
it's.
Here's the thing: is Mortal Kombat doesn't need to be jokey. It doesn't. That was the one weird thing about the original movies, is like they're oddly jokey, and it's I guess the games are kind of jokey, but like
a little bit, yeah,
a little bit.
But they're like,
it's more about it's more about like how just.
It's just the right combination of the martial arts looks really good in this trailer, and then the fatalities, the weird, the integration of CGI is really well done of the effects and the characters.
When Sub-Zero freezes Jax's gunshot,
can this replace Marvel?
I may have stood up.
Can this be the new Marvel?
Yes,
I hope so. I mean, I know that's what they want. They spent a whole bunch of money on this movie.
Yeah. I want, in 10 years from now, to be us walking into the Mortal Kombat amusement park.
Oh, my God.
Like the section of, like, Disney or, like the way they did Pandora. Like a whole, like, new theme park. And you, like, get in a roller coaster that's just that fucking dart that comes out of Scorpion.
Yeah.
And, like, it just...
fucking take me to Outworld.
Yeah. Take me to Outworld.
Take me to Outworld.
I want to eat fucking Sub-Zero snow cones.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of this. I want all of this.
Yeah. Do we need to move on?
I want to eat at a steakhouse where Goro's the hibachi chef.
Oh my God.
Just ripping it up with his forearms.
Oh fuck yeah. We should probably go on to the next trailer, right?
I mean, we can do the entire episode just about this.
I was going to say, you could drag me to the next trailer, but it's not.
We have other trailers to talk about.
Do we?
Yeah, I mean, not really. This isn't real. This all right, this only goes in one direction and it's down.
All roads lead back to Mortal Kombat.
Ooh.
Yeah. Do we want to talk about Cruella?
Sure.
Sure.
She kills dogs.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're like, they're like trying to make her like sympathetic. Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
I saw Twitter like split into two camps. It was like, she's the Joker, and then also she beats animals. Like, what are we doing? Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
I think it's
I hate this genre of film. Like the prequel explaining the villain's tragic backstory, and it's like sometimes I don't need that. Like I
sometimes
don't.
they're just bad.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're just a fucking like her name is
Dog murder.
Cruella DeVille. Her name is Devil.
She murders dogs.
And she's the only. Her whole thing is making a fur coat out of 100 puppies.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to know why she's like that.
It's also pretty self-explanatory. There's only one way. There's very few ways you can get to that point as a human being that's not, very self-explanatory.
Right.
Right.
Like I feel like this movie should be like 3 minutes long, and it's just a flashback to her torturing animals as a little kid, and you're like, oh, okay, I get it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I get it.
So they show her in this trailer. They show her getting chased by Dalmatians in one scene, and it's like, do we really need this? Are we trying to make as the audience? Is the idea for the audience to be like, you're right, those Dalmatians are bad.
It's even.
What are they trying to do?
It's even dumber than that. It's the reaction they want from the audience is, oh, that's why she doesn't like Dalmatians.
Right.
It's like, does she not like Dalmatians? Was that her character? I thought she just wanted a fucking coat.
Yeah.
I don't. And it's it's the same thing with the Joker, where the Joker movie came out, and it's like, I don't need to know why he's like this.
No,
I don't care. Not everybody needs a tragic backstory.
Yeah.
The thing I will say for this movie is the production design looks really cool.
Yeah, you know who the director
costumes
is?
look cool. Oh, who?
The director's somebody, right?
Yeah, he directed I, Tonya.
Oh my god.
He directed
that's why
fucking
Paul
Lars
Walter
and the Real
Hauser's in
Girl.
it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He
That's right.
directed-
That is the same guy.
He directed
Yeah.
Fright Night, the remake that's better than the original.
Yeah.
I'm not going with you on that journey, but yes.
All right,
I'm not
fine.
going with you on that.
Also, The Finest Hours, that boat movie,
Sure.
that sucks.
What-
but like
what,
he's hit or miss.
Yeah, what were you going to say, Maggie?
Oh, I was just going to say, though, Once Upon a Time, has already cycled through all of these villains, and they very purposefully made Cruella just like a very minor side villain that was only in one season, because that's basically all you can do with her.
Yeah, there's not much there.
There's not much there, and it just seems such like an odd choice. And also, and I don't dislike Emma Stone, but usually with these remakes, they pick the most kind of like boring casting choice that they could possibly pick. So
They have. Is it just that Disney? Do you think they have like right now feelers out for like a Scar prequel? Like they just go through, they like Rolodex, they have a Jafar prequel in the work where they're just like, here's all the villains, these seem to do well, we're just like, whatever trash comes back, whoever can give us a script for this stuff will make it.
Maybe.
I don't know where does the idea come from. Who was watching 101 Dalmatians and thinking like, we need to tell her story? Like, how does this even happen?
I think it was.
Well,
Oh, go
no,
ahead.
go ahead.
No, you.
No, not you. I was like, well, yeah, because it seems like because they're serially redoing their old movies for something like 101 Dalmatians, which they already have a pretty good live action that they've already made that was successful. This feels like a way to again reboot it, but just with another angle so that they could continue the cycle of redos uninterrupted.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Basically.
probably not far from the truth, if not exactly it. It's. I was going to say this feels like cut from the same cloth, not just Joker, but like Wicked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where like those aren't bad because
They're kind of bad because like
no,
Wicked,
but like the idea behind them, like we like when it's somewhere, where there's like wiggle room, I guess, because there's been people who, for fun, have talked about how the Good Witch is actually evil and manipulating everything in Oz and so on and so forth. So you can like retell those stories in a way that it might be interesting. Where Cruella, it just feels like how
Yeah, the movie was for children. Like the villain was simple. Like that's
right?
That's
Yeah,
why.
she's just a bad. She's just a bad lady that wants to make coats out of these puppies. It's like the most. It's like the most unthinkably brutal thing you can imagine. Like just the cruelest thing you can imagine.
Yeah. And also
And
what
I'm
makes her fun. Like that's why we like her. It's because she is that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need to complicate it.
Yeah, I'm looking at the goddamn development, and I guess there's a character in it who's going to be an antagonist who is the pivotal in her transformation to the villain we know today, is how they put it. So it's that. She's going to be good at first, and then something's going to make her bad.
Yeah.
That she like wants to kill puppies. It's so dumb.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's no Mortal Kombat.
It's certainly no Mortal Kombat.
No.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on Cruella?
Absolutely not.
Let's talk about the vault.
Sure.
I can fuck this movie.
Sure. No,
It looks fun. Yeah.
It looks like
Yeah.
a cool heist movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's like gritty Ocean's 11. It looks dumb.
Yeah, sure. No, all heist movies are dumb.
What is
Yeah.
that?
Because it's hard to write a good heist movie, right? Because you'd have to almost kind of actually figure out a fun way to, or like, a way to steal something that makes sense and is believable, which
Right.
Right,
to
like
do.
the actual kinds of heists and thefts and stuff that are, where they're incredibly successful and the people get away. They're like usually very unglamorous.
I was gonna say, is it because they're violent? Like,
it could be.
is it
they're
because
violent? And I think a lot of the times they're just really boring. Like they don't involve
Yeah.
like building
Yeah.
a fake room and wearing disguises and shit. Usually it's like computer fraud.
like Logan Lucky did a good job of like, showing how actually boring and like kind of banal these types of things are.
Yeah, I'm
That's a good
looking up
movie, yeah.
real heists, and they really come down to like they went up an elevator shaft and drilled through a wall. Heist done. Like it's just like it's not that hard, I guess.
They're not that cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's-
you got to
it's
cool it
cool.
up for movies.
Exactly. Yeah, it's cool because you're
cool it
like
up.
stealing a bunch of money, and that's cool. But
Right.
Yeah.
Here's one where two guys just dressed as policemen came into a museum and then like hurt the guards and then took off with the art. It's like, yeah, all right.
Straightforward.
It
Straightforward.
is, yeah.
heist
It's
successful.
yeah. So yeah, I guess you gotta have do they have a bottomless pit in this trailer? Does this vault have a bottomless pit?
It looks like
Did
it.
I see
yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Correctly? Yeah. That's neat. Yeah, I don't know.
That's
This
neat.
is gritty Ocean's 11, I guess.
It's fun accents all
Yeah,
around.
everybody's all
Yeah.
British.
That's a plus.
Yeah. We got you got Freddie Highmore and Sir Davis, Liam. What's his name?
Yeah.
Liam Cunningham, I think.
This is a fun cast. I liked who they picked for everyone. It's like it's
Yeah.
unassuming while also having, names attached to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like people that you don't immediately think of for a movie like this, but then you watch them in a trailer, you're like, oh yeah, put
Right,
that guy
yeah.
in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
The
like
Good
that it doesn't-
Doctor. The kid from The Good Doctor.
Yep. The kid,
I like
yeah,
that
Bates
tonally
Motel
it's
and
so
The Good
different.
Doctor.
Yeah. Yeah.
it's the director of Wreck, which became that it got remade, right?
Yeah, it's Quarantine.
Quarantine. Yeah, so that's weird. It's a horror director doing this. I don't know. I'm pretty down for this.
Yeah?
Okay.
yeah.
This is all right. We got Mortal Kombat, and then we got this. This next trailer is The Lost Pirate Kingdom. This is a documentary.
It's like a hybrid documentary
Yeah.
narrative series coming to Netflix
Okay.
about the golden age of piracy.
Okay.
Maybe I haven't watched. I don't know that I've watched anything that's this kind of hybrid.
Yeah, I mean it's like a reenactment,
So
But,
I mean,
like,
they
high budget.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. It looked like the scenes looked really, well shot, not like your
yeah,
standard
like decent production value and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and then it's just
They're-
intercut with talking heads from these professor dudes.
Yeah, they're like trying. They didn't have budget for CGI because the ships look terrible.
Yeah,
the ships are clearly stationary.
Yeah,
They're clearly docked at like in like Adventureland at Disneyland.
Yeah, they're like at a kids museum.
yeah.
It's been shut down because of COVID.
But like they're definitely trying their best in this trailer, and there's something about that that's like admirable, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. I'm all for putting like actors, actually, getting to do some stuff, in like documentary things. That was
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Blackbeard's in there.
Hell yeah, he is. You know how we know is because he runs the camera and says, "I'm black."
I'm Blackbeard. Wouldn't you?
Well, I mean, there's also a moment in the Mortal Kombat trailer where Sub-Zero says, "I am Sub-Zero."
Right.
It's like, yeah, you are.
That's how we know. Yeah. We should get these two guys together.
Yeah, Blackbeard and Sub-Zero. We get them together to
Blackbeard
pull a
versus
heist.
Sub-Zero.
No, they do a
pulling
heist.
Yeah. That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's fun.
All right, I got nothing else to say about the Lost Pirate Kingdom, to be honest.
No.
I'll probably watch it. I watch any historical thing. They're,
You'll watch this?
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Okay.
I might. It's a cool, an interesting period of history.
Yeah, I don't know if it's cool.
Right, I don't know that
it's
cool
actually
is
almost
the right
pretty
word,
and really
but it's an
lame.
interesting period of history.
Sure. All right, I include this next trailer because I think it's hilarious.
This is hilarious.
This is so good. What even
Animals
is this?
on the Loose, a You versus Wild interactive movie. This is what's his fuck.
It's Bear Grylls.
What's his
Bear
fuck?
Grylls.
Yeah.
We basically get to choose whether Bear Grylls lives or dies.
Yes.
By shaking your phone back and forth, you get to choose if a boa constrictor swallows him whole.
I want to see what happens if we don't win. Like, did they film
They're gonna
footage of
be-
him being killed by the boa
They
constrictor?
better. So, all right, to break down this trailer, he's doing some jungle stuff. He gets attacked by a boa, which is just him like tripping in the water, like because they're not gonna CG a boa constrictor.
No, he's wrestling
No,
with a puppet.
no.
Yeah, and then
pretty
he's wrestling a fucking rubber snake, and they put on the screen "Shake your phone" to win. I have a feeling all the interactive aspects is going to be variations of moving or shaking your phone.
Yeah, like up, down, left, or right, and or tapping, maybe.
And I guarantee that like 60% of the audience is going to kill him because they're just going to go, okay, I don't want to do this.
Just let it ride. I'm just going to let it ride, baby.
I don't care.
Because I can't imagine having to like shake my fucking phone while watching this to save this jack off in the jungle.
Oh man, yeah, this was. Whew.
Yeah, I love me some Man versus Wild, but this looks terrible.
I really like things that feel like they're exploiting nature, and I feel like this is really riding that line of like, what's even happening here?
Right, because what are we going to learn from this?
Well, do you remember when like Discovery had that brief kick of like survival?
Yes.
There was like I Shouldn't Be Alive was that one.
Yeah.
There was Survivor Man, which I think is actually the better version of that versus Man versus Wild, but Man versus Wild I think became the popular one.
Yeah.
Because he was fighting nature instead of surviving it,
Yeah.
Domination.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And they were like kind of informative at first, where they would actually like try to tell you how to survive in the woods.
Right.
And
Piss
at this
on
point,
your legs.
Right.
Yeah.
At this point, it's just this jack off fucking wrestling a rubber snake.
Yeah.
And it's like, what are we even doing now?
What is this? How is this in... Yeah.
Yeah.
Was I Shouldn't Be Alive the one where they have like multiple stories at once and they're like, one of these people is gonna die?
Yes, that is. Yes.
And like you can absolutely make it a drinking game or bet with your friends.
Oh, yeah, that's the point of that show.
Yeah. This, I don't know. Is anybody going to watch this? Are you guys going to do this? The interactive movie?
No, man, I still haven't done Bandersnatch.
No. Oh, I was going to
yeah.
say, Bandersnatch left bad taste in my mouth with Choose Your Own Adventure Netflix.
Yeah, Bandersnatch was like, it was way too meta.
Yeah.
And it felt like a half-assed attempt to actually do an interactive movie. Because again, it was really meta. So it wasn't actually an interactive movie. It was like I don't know.
It's like, do you know that you're pushing buttons on a movie? It's like, I do.
Yes, I do.
I sure do.
I
do
selected
know
this
that.
experience.
All right, here's what I think the truth is, right? Much like 3D, this is just something we don't need, right? We just don't need it. They're going to try it.
Yeah.
And then we're going to be like, no, thanks. And they're going to be like,
I
yeah,
might
but we
need
can do
3D,
it. And it's like, no.
but
I think
3D
this
is fine.
I think this might eventually take off when we get, when we start.
Will
when
it?
It could. Like, because it's like video games. This is a specific itch that people have.
But then you just play the video games, right?
Yeah.
That what's it called? They did the Walking Dead ones and
The
all
Telltale adventure games.
Telltale. Yeah, you just do like one of those or something. I guess on Netflix.
Yeah, but like
it's cheaper.
imagine that with like Al Pacino in it. Like that's pretty sweet.
all right, now we're talking.
You're living Ben Affleck's life.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. You're just taking out the garbage at Ben Affleck's house to shake your phone to fucking smoke a cigarette outside your empty mansion.
Yeah, you have to keep your phone level to decide whether or not to skim the pool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your phone keeps getting calls from Casey Affleck that you have to ignore.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Swiping on Tinder, but as Ben Affleck.
Oh no. Speaking of Ben Affleck, we have our final trailer here.
We sure do.
Yeah.
It's the Justice League trailer.
The final Justice League trailer.
The final.
Yeah,
This is the final one.
because we've had like 4 of them over the past 3 months.
Yeah. To be clear, this is the 4-hour movie. Yes. That's the
Yeah,
version
Maggie,
of
you
this one.
excited for
No
this?
longer.
Oh my god. I'm stoked.
No longer a 4-episode miniseries. No. It is
Right.
a,
No,
it is-
no.
It is one complete 4-hour movie, and I'm sorry. If
Yeah,
you
and
release
if you-
a 4-hour movie, you should be thrown in prison.
Yeah.
Right. There's also not to mention that there is a slim chance that we'll be able to bully him into releasing a black and white version of it in the future. So just
boy.
stick that in your hat pocket when you're watching it. That one
Why?
day you'll get another version of this movie.
Why in the motherfuck would I want to watch a black and white superhero movie?
Yeah. This
Those
is
characters that are famous for being very colorful.
Take it
Every
away.
shot in this is like a parody
Yeah,
of
yes,
itself,
yeah.
right? Like the first
Yeah.
shot is Superman just screaming.
Yeah.
I burst into laughter. And then he's
Yeah.
like making like weird like cartoony radio wave like sound waves. And that's like going really far or something. And a lot of it's just shots that I recognize from the Justice League movie
Yes.
that I saw.
Yeah, that it is weird how much I recognized.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of
Because-
like discarded and alternate footage, but they only filmed one new scene.
Yeah. So we're just watching the work print. It's just the work print.
Right.
Essentially.
Is the new scene the Jared Leto Joker?
That is technically one of them, I think.
He's technically one of them. I had read that the only new setup is something with Amber Heard.
Okay.
But I'm not positive because I
Okay.
know they brought somebody in. They brought what's his name, Harry Lennox, I think, who was in Man of Steel as a different character, but they brought him in as Martian Manhunter. I think that's just a voice, so I don't think they had to do any filming or setups for that. But like, did you see how many effect shots are in this?
Too many.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
2,600.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just all done in a computer.
Yeah.
It feels like they reverse made a work print.
Yes.
Like movies have work prints where they're like 4 or 5 hours long and they're like, okay, now to condense it. And they just unraveled the movie to make a longer, sloppier version instead of like, God damn it.
Yeah.
I love that they faked it out where they're like, yeah, we're going to have the Snyder Cut and it's going to be a mini series. And everybody's like, ooh. And he's like, actually 4-hour long movie, which there is a big difference between those two
There's a
things.
huge difference between those two
Yeah.
things.
Huge difference.
Miniseries
and
has,
to
like-
not know it's just to the flippancy with which
Yeah.
it goes from, and the flippancy of like making it black and white, just like, wow, nothing means that much to you. What?
It's exhausting.
Wow. Whew.
And Joker says the thing.
Yeah, he does say we live in a
Yeah.
society.
He says we live in a society Which, are they aware? Is this like the I'm tired of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane? Or
Jared Leto appears to be aware because he commented on it this week, and because he's doing interviews right now for The Little Things. So he commented on it. I don't know if Zack Snyder's aware of much of anything anymore.
Yeah,
I think a story broke today. This is Thursday, so the day before you guys are listening to this, where
that would be Wednesday.
He had pitched like a prequel comic to his version of Justice League that showed how the Joker murdered Robin, and DC was like, no.
Oh my god!
And like he's doing interviews with, like, I don't want to be shitty about it, but he's doing interviews with stuff with outlets that are barely above personal blog.
Huh.
Yeah.
Like it's like I think just like watching this whole Snyder Cut thing unfold, it's like at the point we're at right now, it's like, has he lost his mind? Like I think he might have lost his mind.
It's possible.
Like, because, like, you know, before, like, his movies have always been kind of the same, but, like, he himself seemed like a relatively normal dude.
Right, yeah.
I feel like this applies to a lot of filmmakers, is that we get to witness their midlife crisis, like, unfold in movie form.
Yeah,
every now and then.
when it's
very
like,
true. Mm-hmm.
This is such a unique occurrence, too, because he's getting... Warner Brothers called him back to the production. Depending on who you talk to, he either left Justice League or was fired.
Right.
They invite him back. They give him $70 million to finish his the effect shots on his work print of the movie, a 4-hour cut of this movie, all based on just getting harassed by his fans.
Yeah.
Who just tell him how great all of his ideas are all the time.
Yeah.
So it's like if you got essentially a $70 do-over on a movie you did on riding the wave of essentially a bunch of sycophantic fans who were just so toxic that the studio decided to stop fighting with them to try and get some HBO Max subscribers out of it, your worldview would probably be a little distorted at that point.
Oh, for sure. I think ultimately it comes down to the fact that probably the version he was originally going to make before everything happened was probably not that different than the first movie we got.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It probably had a few extra scenes. It probably looked a little different.
Mm-hmm. Probably less minus all the Joss Whedon isms.
Yeah, you can set your watch to like
you can see the bullshit that he added.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's the Joss, when you watch the Justice League, like all the Joss Whedon editions like are so obvious.
Yeah. It's wild.
But like, so like it's probably not that different. And then there was enough of a stink raised that everybody's like, make the Snyder Cut. So they gave him this money, and there's probably an obligation then to be like, well, we have to make it like different. Like, and so they're doing this 4-hour long version to actually make it seem like something.
Yeah.
When ultimately, I don't think it was ever much of a difference in the two versions that would have happened. That's all.
Yeah.
And now they're just now
I think I've been predicting it. You know, it feels like for 1,000 years because we keep having to talk about this movie on our various podcasts. Mm-hmm. But I think like I'm predicting that the overwhelming response to this movie is going to be surprise over how similar it is to the other one. It's like, wow, it really wasn't that different. Like all the same shit happened. There was just some extra stuff. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's But I mean, after that, then he's moving over to Netflix. So at least the DCEU will, be.
No, I'm actually I'm kind of interested in Army of the Dead.
Yeah.
Oh well,
It's not a bad idea.
He did good. Fucking, his Dawn of the Dead was great.
Right,
Yeah.
and like Army of the Dead is like the idea that I think we've kicked around on podcasts before, definitely in private conversations, but those are worthless unless we monetize them. But, like he's basically taking like the idea of why doesn't one of the Purge sequels do a heist movie that takes place during the Purge? And that's what Army of the Dead is. It's a heist in the middle of a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty fun.
Yeah, and I feel like that's where he should be.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like smaller platform, less money.
Not doing Superman.
yeah.
He should be
yeah.
kept
doing
far away from
super-
Superman.
Not.
Yeah, that was a
Ooh.
mistake from the start that they should have figured out early and corrected after Man of Steel. Like Man of Steel, they should have been like, "Whoops, sorry everyone,
Ooh, our
we'll
bad.
do another one." But they didn't. They didn't do that. They doubled down. Should we move on to news stories? Because we're just going to keep talking about them in news stories.
That's true. Yes. Let's get to it. Let's
All
bite
right.
that
Well,
bullet.
we got some patrons to thank first. Thanks for having Jason Pargin on. Here's $25. Thank you to the Midnight Patron with Patrons at Midnight.
Woo.
Thank you to Exploding Runes. Thank you to Andrew. How? Thank you. Thank you to Vincent. Thank you to Rev MD. Thanks to John Muniz. Thank you to Wavy Ranchero.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you guys so much.
Let me jump in here. Thank you to
that
Dr.
made me
DNA.
hungry.
Thank you to
Thank
Lauren
you.
Gucci. Thank you to
Thank you.
James Rainey.
Thank
you to Bootler Bootlesson. Thank you to Grumblebee.
Thank
Thank you
you.
to Tux.
Tux.
Thank you to Shepard Mulch Diggums.
Mulch.
And thanks to Norm from Cheers.
Thank you.
Nice.
Yep, George Wendt keeping us afloat.
Yeah. You guys hear about this Zack Snyder guy?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it turns out he's doing a King Arthur movie next.
Oh, if only.
Oh man, yeah. Huh.
It's fine. It's fine.
think-
Let him do it.
Sure.
Yeah. Sure.
You know,
Sure.
you know what this world needs? More King Arthur.
I was
more gritty King Arthur movies.
I was about to
Did you
say.
guys watch the last ones that came out?
Oh yeah, the Guy Ritchie
Oh.
one.
Which one?
The Guy Ritchie
Oh,
one.
the Guy
the Guy
Ritchie.
Ritchie. Man, what a
Whew.
yeah.
man.
That was a big ass swing. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
I was gonna say the only thing that would make me care less about this story is if Zack Snyder had announced he was going to do a faithful retelling of Robin Hood.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
here's
yeah.
here's
Oh,
here's
actually,
my-
I'd be mad about if he said Rob. I'm fine with him doing King Arthur. I don't.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
here's the thing. I actually am
mad.
pro both Robin Hood and King Arthur. You know why? Because somebody's going to make another one because they
They're
make
gonna
one
keep-
every
yeah,
5
they're
years.
doing
True.
these, yeah.
True.
It might
yeah.
as well be a shit show, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what I liked about the last Robin Hood. It was a shit show.
It really is.
and and it's
Oh
like
man, I
that's better
forgot
than
about
boring.
that.
Yeah, the gritty Robin Hood where he
Yeah.
uses like
Taron Egerton and Jamie
don't know.
Foxx. Yeah.
Jamie Foxx.
Oh my god, yeah.
Got
Yeah, where they
Ben
just dress
Mendelsohn running
modern.
around in there. Right, where they just go to a modern casino.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's amazing. The Crusades are done like
Like Iraq. It
war
looks
in
like
Iraq.
yeah, it looks like yeah. Like they actually have machine guns and shit. I mean, they're shooting arrows, but they're machine guns.
It's real bad, you guys. If you haven't seen it yet, go ahead and see it.
It's kind of incredible. It's bad in an interesting way. I'll give it that.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on this?
No.
I'm okay.
No.
Okay. Do we have to talk about the Fortnite Film Festival? I don't care about that
No,
either.
but that's been a thing they've been doing. Like the Force Awakens, not the Force Awakens, Rise of Skywalker
Yeah.
trailer premiered in there. The Tenet trailer premiered in Fortnite.
I will say this is that like not a bad idea. Like they should do it like if like Minecraft, for example, had like a movie watching in it and you could like chill and watch movies in Minecraft. Like I'd be down for that.
I think it's cool. It's a way for kids to, connect about short films. I think
Exactly.
No
Yeah.
complaints.
It's cool.
No, I'm not against it. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm not against it either. I'm actually quite for it. Is what I'm saying. It's just like what a cool new way to watch movies. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, speaking of cool new ways to watch movies, and the future of movies,
cool.
Gina Carano
Cool new
is
ways.
making a movie with Ben Shapiro.
Cool new ways for me to not watch movies.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna watch the shit out of whatever
I'm
they
absolutely
make.
gonna watch this.
I don't know.
The day it drops.
Ugh. It's
Look, I get not wanting to support it, but this is a train wreck I need to see.
yeah. I feel like
There are ways around the official avenues to see.
for
I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
sure.
believe me, I stole O.J. Simpson's "If I Did It"
Oh yeah.
Oh,
because
You guys are
I
talking
simply
about-
had to know what was inside that book.
You're talking about sneaking into Ben Shapiro's house and stealing a copy, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah,
heist our way in there. I'm gonna call Sub-Zero.
We're gonna heist. No, this can't. Whatever this is gonna be, it's not gonna be. Everybody wants it to be like a Star Wars, right? They want it to be like sci-fi.
No, it's
space
gonna be
adventure.
some horse shit like that Run Hide Fight movie they put out.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I don't even think it's that because Run Hide Fight. The defense I can say about that movie is that they didn't actually
Right,
make it.
they
just like
distributed it.
purchased it. And so for all we know, that movie is actually good. I don't know. I don't know anything
you
about
remember,
it.
Oh god,
I know what it's
It
about.
sounded
It
like,
looks like
wait,
crap.
wait, hold on. It sounded like Maggie had something.
I didn't watch the movie, but I watched a review of the movie. And it's basically like, if I were in a school shooting, I would have been able to do something
Okay,
about
yeah.
it.
It's Mark Wahlberg presents 9/11.
Yeah.
Girl power, Mark Wahlberg
Yeah.
kind of
That's
thing.
a good guy with a gun horse shit. No, what I was gonna say is the movie was produced by Craig Zoller's producer.
Why do I know that name? Should I know this
Bone
name?
Tomahawk, Dragged Across Concrete.
Oh no! So there's a pattern happening. See, and that's the. I mean, this is we don't have to get into a big conversation about it, but like Hollywood isn't that liberal, is what it comes down
Not
to.
really.
The thing that they're accusing Hollywood of being, it's just rich people, and they like money, and they go towards what's popular. And so, like, if an actor says stuff that everybody is like, I hate that, they'll fire that actor. Much like how if a bunch of fans are like, we want a Snyder cut, they'll do that.
Yeah.
Like, they're just cowards. They're cowards
and
who
also,
like money.
there is a massive difference between being a liberal and not being racist.
Yes.
Yes.
This
yes.
is true.
Like
Yes.
they're not. Like,
But what's funny is that since they're painting Hollywood as like, oh yeah, everything has to be like super lib, and otherwise they won't support it. We're gonna make our own Hollywood, which is already coming from a false start, and then they're making a super conservative version, which is literally the thing that they're accusing Hollywood of being, which is that you have to like this stuff. If you like Ben Shapiro. If you're conservative, you're going to have to like what movie they come out with.
Yeah, otherwise you're a bad person because they're the morally correct whatever. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
well, it's like that. What's that douchebags? That country guy, like Morgan something.
Oh,
Like he got dropped by his label after he said a racial slur. Or some kind of slur.
Screamed. He was yelling a racial slur on the street.
Yes.
I happened to watch the video yesterday.
Right.
And then
these things,
his album sales shot up because conservatives were buying his album, and it's like you guys don't even like his music. You're just buying it because he
part of
got
the
busted
grift.
for saying a racial slur.
It's part of the grift where they're going to make so much money with this stupid movie, and to be like, in your face cancel culture, and it's like,
Yeah. Wait. Also, did you guys know that Gina Carano is a billionaire heiress? Did you guys know this?
yeah, that checks out. Yeah,
I only recently found this out, but doesn't it make the most sense? Absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Her parents are like casino owners.
they're all
so-
rich people. Yeah, it's I don't know. It's
Yeah, and I mean, it's like you've made the point several times, I think on various podcasts and also in private conversations, as we've previously discussed, are worthless.
Right.
But
Right.
she's not like Gina Carano didn't get canceled for being conservative. She got canceled for being a transphobic monster and giving people terrible COVID advice.
Yeah, and she got canceled from Star Wars.
Yeah.
Right.
There's the final aspect is the cancel culture people. They don't actually. It's so. I think if there was someone who was actually campaigning against Hollywood blacklisting people for things, you'd think they'd include like the actresses who had to deal with Harvey Weinstein, years of just LGBT and disabled actors and actors who just don't get roles from the start. Like there's Hollywood cancels people all the time.
Women who are quote unquote difficult.
Yeah. Hollywood is filled with canceling people. It is a problem. The thing that they're focusing on is conservatives, and that the pool of people that Hollywood excludes, conservatives do not make up a big part of that pool, and that's what's so irritating about it.
Yeah. Well, their world
they
is
only
so
give a shit.
Yeah.
If it's this.
The world is so. I mean, that's what they care. The world is so like narrow that like those are the only people who are gonna pick up on their radar to
Right.
And it's beneficial for them to do it. Yeah, it's
It's a racket. Yeah.
wild.
Yeah. So I don't know. I can't wait to see this piece of shit.
Oh man, it's gonna be a real shit show. Like just the little bits from. I hope Ben Shapiro writes it.
God,
Oh my God,
if he doesn't write it,
of his novel.
He will bitch
This
and
is-
moan if he doesn't write.
Yeah.
Like he'll be like me until he gets to. So
that of course is the thing.
He'll
Here's
stomp.
alright,
He'll
this is the
stomp
secret
his
of
tiny little feet.
the secret of Ben
clad in their
Shapiro.
buckled shoes.
The secret of Ben Shapiro is that if Mr. Hollywood, we all know Mr. Hollywood, if he knocked on Ben Shapiro's door and offered him like a huge 10 picture deal in Hollywood, he would drop everything. Like he just wants to be
absolutely.
that's
Right.
the same.
Yeah.
It's like the same for all of these guys.
they got into entertainment before they became pundits, and then they failed at that. Ben Shapiro wrote a book about Hollywood leftists, and the foreword of the book is about how he got a script rejected. And it's like, oh, so your origin story is right here.
And then you became the Joker. Great.
I am going to become
One
the
single
Joker.
rejection.
Yeah.
I
Fucking-
petition
these wieners.
to officially change Ben Shapiro's name to Worst Joker.
Worst Joker. All right. WJ.
Worst
Joker. Are we done? Are we done talking about this?
I think so.
Yeah.
Paddington 3.
Wow. I added this.
Oh, good.
I did. Yeah.
I haven't seen Paddington 1 or 2, and I've heard it's great.
Dave, have you seen them, Tom?
No, but I'm in the same boat as Dave, where not even exaggerating, almost on a daily basis, somebody tells me you must watch the Paddington movies, and I read the books as a kid, so I'm not completely ignorant to Paddington. It's just I haven't gotten
Right.
around to
The
what
Paddingverse.
I kind of wrote the movies off as just being, well, it's for kids or whatever. But then, you start hearing all the really good reviews, and everybody's like, no, these are like seriously really good movies. So.
Yeah. I do. The second one is I think actually better than the first, which also makes me really excited for the third, because it feels like the first one it is still very good, but they did a very standard kids movie, and then the second one is like about prison reform, and it's just like really
It's
go
And
it's
also,
like real,
I'm
real,
looking at this. It has Michael Gambon in it, and that I love that.
the cast are
I'm a
great.
Gambon head.
I'm a Gambit head. I think the director worked on. He was like the Mighty Boosh. Did a lot of work with them, so it's very British comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Extremely British looking.
extremely British.
Yeah, painfully British.
excruciatingly British.
Yeah. But it's been a while. It's a nice dose of that type of humor. It's kind of been a while since something's really really hit that British itch.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Wasn't there a thing with Colin Firth in the first
he
one?
originally did the voice for Paddington, and then they decided it wasn't quite the right fit, so they got Ben Whishaw.
Were they like, it's not British enough? Because that would mean it's really British.
It was probably... Because the same thing happened in Narnia. Like, originally, Brian Cox voiced Aslan. And then they recast it as Liam Neeson because they were just like, this isn't quite working. And I can see why they both do specific but different things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's probably
I
like
just
that
realized,
kind of case.
Right. I'm looking up the guy who does the voice, Ben Whishaw.
I suspect a lot of it is because they wanted somebody who sounded younger.
Yeah.
He's cute.
He's the fucking guy in... Well, it's funny because I recognize his face. It's from Perfume.
Oh.
The 2006 Dustin
Yes.
Hoffman film about a guy who murders women to take their scent.
Yeah, it's the subject of the Nirvana song "Scentless Apprentice."
Yeah. That's totally him. I gotta watch Perfume
He's
again.
also in fucking Cloud Atlas.
He sure
is.
is. He's in long okay movies.
Long okay. Perfume. Oh man, Perfume watcher for Alan Rickman. That's really
Alan Rickman having an orgy.
Having
Hell yeah.
orgy.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, that's just Alan Rickman in his natural state.
Oh, for sure. All right. So Maggie, you brought Paddington 3. So anything you want to tell the world about it that you haven't yet?
Oh man, it just when you're having a day and you're just feeling kind of down, that's the day you sit down and watch Paddington 1 and 2. You know?
Yeah.
Got it.
That's the day to do it. That's all I'll say. Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to this. I'm also curious what they're gonna do because the first two had such different like plot lines that they could do anything. And
hopefully he'll team up with Scorpion and
Sub-Zero
Rob.
and do it on a heist.
Yeah. His stuffing inside gets all frozen.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, my
I was
marmalade.
about to say it keeps freezing his marmalade.
Well, all right. That's news stories. Let's thank some more producers, shall we?
Let's do it.
All right. Thank you to Space McNulty. Thank you very much. Thank you to Hiram. Thank you to Oh Great, It's That Guy. Thank you to Nolan Mayton. Thank you to Normal Man, Andrew McGuire.
Woo.
Thank you to Ozzy. Thank you to AJ. Thank you to Tip Drizzle.
Of course.
Thank you to Frank Lee Amish. Thank you.
Let me jump in here. Thank you to Burrito Mouth. Thank you to
Thank
Mrs.
you.
Voitis. Thank you to the ghost of Dave Thomas. Thank you to Aaron Burser.
Thank you, Aaron Burr.
Thank you to David Knife Boot. Hinson MBA
Knife
CPA.
Thank
Thank you to Christopher Robert Sparts Esquire.
Thank
you to Mackenzie Righteous Hand of the Leadership People Chill.
Thank
Thank
you.
you to Funky J.
Funky J.
And thanks to Pie Guy.
Pie Guy.
Woo!
Dave, do you have
No.
a
Maybe?
Mortal Kombat that deserves more hype?
I do.
I do.
The film I want to talk about is Mortal Kombat, you guys.
It's all I care about, Dave.
It's all.
That's all I
No,
think.
why, this should have been
Just Mortal Kombat.
Kombat.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat. I have two movies. Just because I couldn't pick. They both already came out. They came out on the 12th.
Oh, okay.
And I wanted to kind of give them a signal boost just because I haven't watched them. They just look interesting. And, I didn't want them to pass me by. The first one's called I Blame Society. This has a 85% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's about a struggling filmmaker who's a lady playing herself. It's real meta. It's like a mockumentary
Yeah.
about her trying to break into Hollywood, and everybody keeps telling her that she'd make a good serial killer, which is a compliment I've gotten.
My
And,
nickname at my first job was the serial killer.
Yeah, no, I can see that in you.
Oh,
you, Dave.
fun! I can
Yeah.
see that in you.
So I think it is a common thing, and so this is about her pretending planning a hypothetical murder, and it clearly goes too far. She starts with someone she wants to murder. Like in the documentary, she's like, I chose this person because it's someone I would want to murder. And of course, I'm assuming it ends in a murder, but I don't know. It just looks really weird and fun.
Mm-hmm. This looked really... I'm excited to watch this. I'm glad you included it. It seems cool. I'm
honestly, I'm lukewarm on both of these movies, and this is interesting. It's like the first time that's happened.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah.
Is this because I told you about the game I was playing last week? How I win the game every time when people are excited?
I don't even remember.
Is this to ruin my game, Tom? Is this
Dave?
Are you trying to hurt me?
Dave, I have no memory of that.
All right, go on.
I have no memory, period.
You have no idea how often I completely purge my memory.
No, I understand as well. I do. I get it.
No, it's more that this movie, less so than the next one you're going to bring up. This movie for me is right on the line of being too so obvious with its satire that it annoys me.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, as someone who hated The Lobster, I understand where you're coming from. I get what you're saying. Is there certain movies that is just like, yeah, I get it, you know? Like, you get it in the first 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. And then the rest of the movie is just that. I get what you're saying. I don't mind that if the movie itself is entertaining.
Right, like I like the idea of this. It's basically she's going way, way, way too far to get into a character. And that can be pretty funny. It's just like the satirical bent, which is what the review you've quoted on the doc here is leaning on, is like feels like so obvious, and it's like, well, that's like kind of like the less fun part of the movie for me. I get what the satire is.
Right.
Sure.
I'm living it. I get it.
Yeah. I live this every day for the past 10 years. But yeah, so that's. But I like she looks great in the trailer. Like her performance looks like a lot of fun. So I'm on board for this one, but it's like right on the line for me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
More than anything, I like the look of both movies. I like this, like it almost feels like hyper realistic. Like this new wave of like indie film. I like the aesthetic.
I like them doing what they can with what they have too. Like again, the meta thing is this filmmaker clearly she was like, you know what, fuck it. I'll make this because it's easy to make. This other trailer also feels that way because it takes place in the woods. It seems. It's called Lapsus. This one's more like Black Mirror-y on the nose. It's a group. It's like some weird job where people, like gig economy job, where people have to trek through the woods and plug a cable into this big like stone monolith. And they have to their gigs are based of whether or not they can beat a robot to do the job. It's very on the nose, but then it also has really high reviews on Rotten Tomatoes and critic reviews. So I have a feeling this one's really fun as well. I agree, Tom, that this is also really on the nose.
Yeah, I need to see more of, and this pertains to both movies, but like I need to see more of like what the movie itself does, because like both movies are doing very surface level satire, which is fine, is totally fine. Like, 'cause it just depends on how much fun you have within that particular sandbox. And it looks like, what's the other film called? I Blame Society. Looks like it's going to have a lot of fun playing with that idea of like, well, this is a slasher movie, but it's based on this specific satirical look at the way Hollywood works.
Sure.
This movie feels like you said Black Mirror a second ago, and it feels like Black Mirror is more often than not completely insufferable to me.
Yes,
because it's so obvious.
Yeah.
And it's so on the nose, and they so belabor the point. So I'm worried about that with I I don't know. There's
It's
ways.
got high audience score, high critic score.
That's a good sign.
That's
a
all
good
I can
sign.
say
Yeah,
to
that's a
it.
good sign.
Would you argue that these movies weren't very hyped before I came
Never
along?
heard of them. So yeah,
So
Yeah.
would you say they're movies that deserve more hype?
sure.
All right, that's another point for Dave. I'm writing this down.
Yeah. I was gonna.
I don't have
The
a
only
pen.
other thing I'll
Point for
say.
me.
Oh, go ahead, Maggie.
Oh no, I just I said point for me as Dave.
That's important. No, we need to take time
Yeah.
to focus on that.
Make sure you give yourself a sticker for a good
I
job.
will.
Great.
I will.
No, what I was going to say is Lapsus, like I said, looks a lot like a Black Mirror episode, which has me less jazzed. I Blame Society. I'm getting a lot of Spree vibes from that. Did you ever watch Spree, Dave?
I never watched Spree, and I heard it was good.
Did you ever watch Spree, Maggie?
No.
It's about a dude who's trying to break out as a influencer, and he decides to go on a killing spree in his Uber.
Oh, I do remember this trailer.
Yeah, so it's like the same. It's coming. It's taking like the same satirical observation of fame and Hollywood and stuff, but making a fun slasher movie out of it. So I'm more hopeful for I Blame Society because I think there's more fun you can have in that format.
Yeah. That all makes sense. I would say people should check out the trailers. If any of them speak to you, they're currently available. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Check
You
them
can
out.
find out. You can find out. Yeah. That's all I
That's
got
a so.
for more hype.
Wow.
That's a frothy
Oh
so.
man, that we did it.
We did it.
Man.
Mortal
Mortal
Kombat.
Kombat.
Yeah. Maggie, thanks so much for
thank
being
you
on.
so much for being on the show.
Thank you. This was fun. I never get to talk to anyone anymore. So this is just a delight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a delight.
was,
Is
yeah.
there anything, anywhere we can find you? Anything you want to tell people? Like a rant, a manifesto of some
Some
sort?
sort of
Cool.
screed,
Whatever
a
you want to tell
screed.
people.
Yeah. So everyone strap in for about 5 hours.
Here's my
Don't worry,
secret,
I wrote it
guys.
down. I wrote it down. I have my manifesto ready to go at all times. No, yeah, you guys can find me on Twitter, and my manifestos are actually in video form on YouTube, which is where I think all manifestos should live. They shouldn't be
Yes.
anywhere else. They should
Most
just be
manifestos live there now.
yes, it's a really terrible platform that I'm on, but so go jump in, friends. Yeah. And that's pretty much it.
Yes. No, totally. If for some weird reason you guys haven't watched any of Maggie's video essays, do that.
Yeah, they're wonderful.
But yeah, I like the idea of you're like, oh, I carry my manifestos on me at all times, just in case I'm killed by the police.
Just in case. Yeah. So they have it, so they
there.
know, There's
I don't know when I
there's
might
just
be
there.
incidentally killed. By...
they dig through your body. They're like, oh, okay, that explains it. All right.
Dave, what do we got going on?
Well, we have a Patreon. Patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. If you go there, there's exclusive podcasts like Tom and Jeff Watch Batman and Fox Mulder is a Maniac. That's $5 a month. For those two podcasts, there's a new one every week. We also watch movies every Friday night. That's today.
It is.
With our patrons. Perhaps we'll watch Mortal Kombat 3 times. Like the
Dang.
first, just like
I'm not gonna say that every Friday in April we're not gonna watch the new Mortal Kombat movie.
we're definitely gonna watch that then. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh man, yes. We also have a store, tpublic.com/store/gamefortheunemployed, where you can get T-shirts, masks, mugs, stickers, posters, all kinds of things. So check that out. Do that.
Check it out.
All right. That's it.
Say Mortal Kombat, everybody.
Mortal Kombat!
Mortal Kombat!
Our music is produced by Chris Corlew. You can follow him on Twitter at @thecorlew, Corlew, and find more music at shipwreckedsailor.bandcamp.com. Our artwork is produced by Justin Brown. You can follow him on Twitter at @JustinTBrown, and find more of his artwork at artnessbyjustinbrown.com and justinbrown.info.